pandemic in India one of the lowest in the world, Union Health Minister tells Lok Sabha. PM Modi inaugurates Infinity Forum, a thought leadership forum on fintech through video conference. President Ramnath Kovind confers annual national awards on International Day of Persons with Disabilities. R.K. Singh reviews revamped distribution sector scheme with power ministers of northeastern states in Guwahati today. And Union Rural Development Minister Giriraj Singh launches NGDRS and Banadikar app for Tripura today. A very good evening, viewers. Welcome to the Northeast News Bulletin. From the studios of DDK Guwahati, this is Monjui. Now the stories in detail. Union Health Minister Mansukh Mandavia, while speaking in Lok Sabha over the centre's response to COVID-19 pandemic, said 3.46 crore COVID-19 cases have been reported in India and 4.6 lakh people died. This is 1.36% of the total cases. He said 25,000 cases and 340 deaths per million population reported in India, and this is one of the lowest in the world. He added that under the Modi government, work is going on to strengthen weak health infrastructure. The opposition protested against the suspension of MPs in Rajya Sabha while seeking a discussion on key issues including COVID-19, compensation for farmers' price rise and floods in the House.
हम उस दिशा में कार्रवाई करेंगे, लेकिन राज्य सरकार से सतत संपर्क में केंद्र है.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi said that India has proved to the world that it is second to none when it comes to adopting technology or innovating around it. He said transformational initiatives under Digital India have opened doors for innovative fintech solutions to be applied in governance. Prime Minister Narendra Modi today inaugurated Infinity Forum through video conferencing. The event is being hosted by International Financial Services Centres Authority under the aegis of Government of India in collaboration with Gift City and Bloomberg. Indonesia, South Africa and the UK are partner countries in the first edition of the forum.
To inaugurate the first Infinity Forum and welcome you all. Infinity Forum represents the immense possibilities that fintech had in India. It also shows the huge potential of India's fintech to provide benefit to the entire world.
President Ramnath Kovind today conferred National Award for Outstanding Work towards Empowerment of Persons with Disabilities in New Delhi on International Day of Persons with Disabilities. The awards were given to individuals, institutions, organizations, state and district for their outstanding achievements and work towards the empowerment of persons with disabilities. Speaking on the occasion, Social Justice and Empowerment Minister Dr. Virendra Kumar said government has taken several steps for the empowerment of persons with disabilities.
बहुत-बहुत बधाई आपको भी. क्रिएटिव दिव्यांग एडल्ट सर्वश्रेष्ठ क्रिएटिव दिव्यांग एडल्ट की श्रेणी में मिस सती एमबी केरला काजरगोड.
Along with the rest of the country, Nagaland today observed the International Day of Persons with Disabilities under the theme Leadership and Participation of Persons with Disabilities towards an Inclusive, Accessible and Sustainable Post-COVID-19 World at Kohima Science College Auditorium, Jotsoma. Kristen Iralo in her speech said that the International Disability Day is important for everyone as it is the day to celebrate those who, in spite of the hurdles and challenges they have faced, have broken through to living fruitful lives. She said that each one of us required to do our best in every situation.
This is the day to celebrate those who in this day for whom it is special. We are also grateful for those who are caregivers, our families.
Union Power Minister R.K. Singh chaired the review meeting of the Revamped Distribution Sector Scheme RDSS with power ministers of northeastern states in Guwahati today. Singh, while addressing the meet, said power is key to development and the Modi government has given top importance for development of the sector in the last 7 years with the objective of providing 24 hours power supply to every household of the country. Singh asked power ministers of northeastern states for smooth implementation of the centrally sponsored power schemes in their respective states. Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sharma in his speech said steps have been taken in Assam to strengthen power sector with special emphasis on distribution of power and move to make Assam Power Distribution Company Limited a profit-making organization.
The new scheme of the Government of India for upgrading and modernizing the power systems of all the states. We also reviewed the development work in the power system, which we had financed under the Deen Dayal Gram Jyoti Yojana and the IPDS.
Union Minister for Rural Development and Panchayati Raj Giriraj Singh launched the National Generic Document Registration System NGDRS and Banadikar app for Tripura today. Chief Minister Biplab Kumar Deb said the system will help in reducing the cost and number of visits required for forest patta land demarcation and registration. Deb said the system will also help in solving majority of land disputes and states' indigenous communities will get benefits of land-related government schemes effectively. Now we take a short break. We'll be back with more news. Stay tuned.
अरे वाह, लेजेंड की बैट इससे तो मैं खेलूंगा। फ्यूचर बैटिंग लेजेंड है।
इसमें जिसका नाम लिखा है बैट उसी को मिलेगी।
अरे यार,
देखा, अगर इस पे मेरा नाम नहीं लिखा होता तो कितनी दिक्कत हो जाती। इसलिए आरबीआई कहता है बैंक अकाउंट हो या बैंक लॉकर, उसमें नॉमिनी का नाम जरूर दर्ज करें ताकि आपकी जमा पूंजी उसी को मिले जिसे आपने नामित किया है।
आरबीआई कहता है जानकार बनिए, सतर्क रहिए।
Welcome back. The Governor of Assam, Professor Jagdish Mukhi, today unveiled a life-size statue of the first President of India, Dr. Rajendra Prasad, at the Raj Bhavan campus in Guwahati, commemorating his 137th birth anniversary. While unveiling it, the Governor was accompanied by Assam Chief Minister Dr. Himanta Biswa Sharma, the granddaughter of Dr. Rajendra Prasad, Tara Simha, the First Lady of the state, Prem Mukhi. While gracing the occasion, the Governor, Professor Mukhi, mentioned that the country would always be grateful to this tallest leader, Dr. Rajendra Prasad, for his immense contribution during the struggle for independence. Assam Chief Minister also invoked the contribution of the first President of the country, whom he termed as a giant amongst all his other contemporary stalwarts.
Rajbhavanot unmishito kora hoise Ahomor Mohamanya Rajyapal Professor Jagdish Mukhi Dangoriyar bishek prochesta aru agrohot ei kam sampanno hoise.
Dr. Hari Babu Kambhampati, Governor of Mizoram, was in Kamalanagar, Chakma Autonomous District Council today. His maiden visit to the District Council after assuming office in July this year. The Governor was speaking on collective responsibility of all stakeholders in carrying forward the task of development and progress while urging all to take the challenges as an opportunity rather than an obstacle. In making the statement, he said that various tools and resources that are at our disposal can be utilized to help the poor, the underprivileged and the downtrodden. The Governor later had an interactive session with the various officials of offices of state government and CADC. In the second cricket test match between India and New Zealand, which has been played at Wankhede Stadium in Mumbai, the hosts were 221 for 4 wickets at stumps on day one. Opener Mayank Agarwal scored a brilliant century and remained unbeaten at 12, along with Ridhiman Saha at 25 runs. Earlier opting to bat first after the delayed start due to wet pitches on the outfield and the pitch, the Indian openers added 80 runs for the first wicket before Subman Gill lost his wicket, scoring 44 runs. Ajaz Patel took 3 wickets in consecutive overs to bring New Zealand back in the game. Virat Kohli and Cheteshwar Pujara were dismissed on ducks. The first ever Umgot River Festival was inaugurated today at Stongteng village. The river recently received acclaim for being one of the cleanest rivers in India, with Prime Minister Narendra Modi mentioning it in Man Ki Baat. The Meghalaya Home Minister Lakmen Rimbui presided as chief guest at the inaugural function. The festival is organized by the Art and Culture Department, Government of Meghalaya, in collaboration with the Sports and Youth Affairs Department. The one-day festival is being conducted with an objective to promote tourism and water sports activities. The festival includes boat W competition, boating, water polo, jeep lining, etc. To end the news, the main points once again. Deaths during COVID pandemic in India, one of the lowest in the world, Union Health Minister tells Lok Sabha. PM Modi inaugurates Infinity Forum, a thought leadership forum on fintech through video conference. President Ramnath Kovind confers annual national awards on International Day of Persons with Disabilities. Union Power Minister R.K. Singh reviews revamped distribution sector scheme with power ministers of northeastern states in Guwahati today. Union Rural Development Minister Giriraj Singh launches NGDRS and Banadhikar app for Tripura today. That brings us to the end of this evening's bulletin. Thank you for tuning in. Namaskar.